Welcome back, everybody. Many women leave the workforce to raise a family, but when the kids leave the nest, it can be a challenge to find meaningful and relevant work.
That's right. And joining us now is Meg Schmitz. She is from Take the Leap Franchising to talk about the right person it takes to start a business. And let's just say, it takes some guts, doesn't it, Meg?
It does take some guts, yes.
Which a lot of moms have. I just want to say it.
Absolutely.
I just had a friend who re-entered the workforce after a long time. They're lucky to have her. There are a lot of moms who have a lot of skills they could share in a business.
Mm-hmm. And so many women have left a career in order to stay at home and raise their kids, which is something that I was doing. I didn't actually leave the workforce, but I was raising my son and entered into business ownership. The skill sets that moms have are really tremendous. In the world of franchising, it's really a perfect fit.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you kind of joke that you're the poster child for this. I mean, you really did do a lot of it, but that's the thing. I think people love knowing the fact that you did it yourself. You got into franchising, and it was a big success for you.
It was scary, though.
Yeah.
I was full of fear. I was full of the imposter syndrome. I had one kid, he was 2 years old. I'd never managed anybody in my life. But that's a beautiful thing about it's just like being pregnant and the baby's coming then.
You just got to do it.
You've never done it. You just got to do it.
Yeah, it's so true. And I think that's what it is about going from mom mode into business owner mode. A lot of moms are used to multitasking, handling a whole lot of stress, different personalities, psychology, managing different agencies and doctors and things like that. How did you build the confidence, though, that you felt you needed to transition from mom mode to business owner?
I did not have the confidence in the beginning. It was a very painful, emotional process for me to step into the role. I had, again, never managed people before. So if anyone listening to this just believes in themselves and their ability to learn, take it all in. That's the beautiful thing about a franchise, is that the rules and the bumper guards are there already. So if you just take it one step at a time, one day at a time, that confidence comes just through repetition.
Yeah. There's an investment when it comes to franchising. And I think so many people would ask you, aren't you afraid of losing everything, of just going flat broke by doing it?
I get asked that all the time.
Yeah.
And I believed that in the beginning, that was a very real possibility. But to me, there's nothing like fear to motivate and keep the focus on the prize.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
In terms of the initial investment, is there quite a wide range depending on the franchise, from a little to what a lot of people would consider as a lot?
Yeah, it's a huge range. And so for me, as I'm working with individuals, the key to all of it is money in but money out. What is the goal? But also to take a look at the world of financing, funding, what strategies are available. So if somebody's got a good credit score, they've got assets that they can leverage, whether that's a stock portfolio or home equity, then I will help to determine what that right investment level is in the beginning, but there's got to be enough money for growth.
Yeah.
So we don't want to spend everything right up front, and it's got to be not a McDonald's super size me kind of a thing.
Yeah.
No,
There's other smaller options. Well, I think that's one of the things that you're so good at, is you have all these relationships in the areas to help people with. But not only that, the point of a franchise is these are proven models. They are franchised for a reason, right?
Oh yeah, this is way beyond the little embryo of an idea. This has been fleshed out. It has been duplicated. Now it's been replicated. I do work with some brands that are brand new, but I only give those to people who are really pioneering and really confident about their financial capabilities and probably have business ownership experience already. Otherwise, I'm navigating everybody in a direction that's very safe.
Yeah.
Now that you're, so you went from doing this yourself, owning a franchise, to now being on the other side, which is consulting and helping other people decide whether or not it's a good fit for them.
Yeah.
Do you hear some of the same concerns that you heard back when you were first getting into this?
It's all the same. Nothing ever changes. It's all the same fears. We're all human beings if you've never done it before. I have the experience now of getting out of franchising and into independent businesses that my husband and I own. So I'm an employer. I'm actively involved in expanding some of our businesses and helping our employees get a better future for themselves. So I've seen it all, I'm doing it all, I'm wearing a lot of hats. And if it's not the right fit, and you and I have talked about this, it's not the right fit for everybody today. It may be the right fit for someone 6 months or 6 years from now. I'm talking to a couple later on this afternoon. I met with them 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Now is the right time.
There you go.
And that's the
Interesting.
thing, to meet with you, a consultation is free. You spend that time with someone really kind of getting to know them and see if it's right for them. But this is not a short-term goal thing, right? This is somebody, to make it a reality, they have to be committed.
Absolutely. I heard a phrase the other day, momentary ambition. You know, there are a lot of people right now who are frustrated in the workforce.
Yeah.
Director level, higher up, got a lot of frustration out there. There's that momentary ambition of, if I could get out of here and own it for myself, then I could be my own boss and take control. I need to see that that is something that you've done before, that you've won the race, that you've committed yourself to something and really followed through.
It's not
you can
fleeting.
sustain it. Yeah,
Right.
for sure. I always love talking to you.
Yeah.
It's great to have you here.
Inspirational.
And exciting for people, especially all of us moms who want to do something different, because we know you're capable. We know you can have the confidence.
got the right stuff.
You got to consult with Meg. It's free. And if you want to learn more, you can text her at 847-302-2601. Mention the Morning Blend when you do that. And if you're not quite ready, like we mentioned, for a conversation even, but you're curious, go to megschmitz.com to listen to her podcast and sign up for her newsletter.
Love it. All right.